All right. Good morning, everybody. It's Ruth Backlund from Energy Works Myofascial Release. Today, I want to talk about, I guess water again, but from a different context. So when you look at this glass of water, what do you see? Is it half full or is it half empty? And the answer to that might actually depend on what's going on in your life, who you spend your time with, just your general, where do you spend most of your time in your day? Is it with negative or things that cause your energy to drain, so your glass is half empty? Or are you constantly motivated, uplifted, and your glass is half full? So to help you understand where you're at with this, and again, it can depend on where you're at in a given day, but I want to give you a little childhood story of mine. Many of you might remember Winnie the Pooh. It's a big, famous, long series of, that Disney put out, Winnie the Pooh and a whole bunch of characters. So, if you think about Tigger was a very bouncy, energetic, jovial, jumpy kind of tiger. Always happy, always ready to go, always motivated doing something. And then Eeyore was always down in the dumps, feeling sorry for himself. Life was, down in the doldrums, and that was his character. So if you think about this glass of water and one's half full versus one's half empty, Eeyore is hanging down in the bottom in the pessimism side, and Tigger is way up near the top where the glass is half full, okay? And where could he possibly get some more? So if you think about what that means for you, it's very symbolic, actually. It's symbolic of where you're at in your life. It's symbolic about where you tend to spend most of your mental energy, okay? And not to say one is better than the other. Sometimes there's good things that are hanging out in the bottom and good things hanging out in the top. Sometimes there's bad things hanging out in the bottom and bad things hanging out in the top, okay? It's just where are you at and where do you want to be? Okay, so think about things in your life, right? So if you think about your physical health, I know a lot of times people will come into my office and I hear, this is the worst they've ever seen. We did this x-ray here and now it's gotten worse. And oh my gosh, now it's bone on bone. I hear that all the time. And sometimes people feed into that. So, if we have health issues, we tend to focus on that negative aspect of ththings versus what might be possible. Okay, so you have arthritis. Okay, so you might have a pinched disc. Okay, so you do have, there's pain. I get it, totally get it. But it doesn't mean it has to control your life. Does it mean that you have to stop doing the things you love to do? In some instances, the smallest level of instances, that would be true. In most cases, with good therapy, those opportunities expand. So I want you to think about that from the glass half full versus half empty, or Tigger versus Eeyore. So where do you want to spend your mental energy? Where do you want to let your body believe, let your mind believe you're at, okay? So what I'm going to encourage you to do, if you find yourself in the doldrums, if you find yourself on that lower end, the glass is half empty, can you find yourself and surround yourself around people who lift you up, people who give you hope and encouragement, people who give you support, people who are a champion for you and for who you represent and are optimistic about your future and your outcome, okay? So that can affect you from a health perspective, that can help you from a relationship perspective. Where do you spend most of your time? What is the most healthy way for you to think and act about that? Okay, so I want you to think about where that meter is for yourself. Are you being a Tigger or are you being an Eeyore? And is that where you want to be? If you are confused about where you want to be, feel free to reach out. We can have a chat. A lot of times people have just given up hope, and we see so much crap on the media that it's all that dirty laundry. Okay, it's all that dirty crap. And there's really a lot of good in this world. There's a lot of positive things you can do for yourself, for your health, and a lot of positive things you can do for your relationship. A lot of times it's in your mindset of where you're at and how much you're willing to work on it. So again, is your glass half full or is it half empty? Are you a Tigger or an Eeyore today? Put your comment below. Have a good day.